Hi, welcome to Track Toys. My name is Forrest, and today we're going to do an update on my 74 Corvette. Now, I've done quite a bit of repairs and updates since then, since our last update, and almost a year ago. So I'm going to go over a couple of things. Take a couple of minutes, won't take very long. Just to update from the last time the car was reviewed. We're going to open up the hood here. Alright, this is the original L82 engine from 1974. Estimated horsepower was 250 back in the day, and I believe it was like 285 foot-pounds of torque. And since then, the MSD unit has been removed. A new HEI unit has been put in. It starts much better, runs way better. It feels a lot stronger now. Can-in filter. Of course, I had to tune the carburetor to make it run right because it was actually leaning out the mixture. And then I replaced the jets. And well, the original jet was a number 73 on this car. Factory calls for number 75, so it was kind of lean. So it was running really lean, and my exhaust manifolds were getting really hot. So I replaced with the 75 jet. It was still running way rich even with the Can-in, and kind of tuned the power valve and spring and some other things in the carburetor. The float was readjusted, and then of course I did some things with the distributor, kind of tuned the distributor with the weights and springs, get a little better response, and it seemed to, you know, run a little better, not way I wanted it to. So I also had another set of jets that I ordered with the 75, and I ordered a 74 and kind of stepped down one to see what would happen, and miraculously it actually ran way better. It starts better, and I don't have as many problems with it, you know, drivability wise, as I did. Of course, I also replaced the governor and the modulator on the transmission. I checked the vacuum to the transmission, and it seemed okay. Of course, the vacuum on the engine wasn't great until I did some more modifications to the engine. Just not modifications, more like fixing things, like the tune and things like that. And then the timing was actually reset back to its factory spec. So everything was set back to what this little sticker says it needs to be. I'm not really looking for high performance. I'm looking for stock performance. I want to keep it stock. It runs fine. It's not a race car. It's a great car to drive. It doesn't get great mileage, but I like to drive it around. I mean, it's a great car. You get a lot of attention. People roll down their windows and give me a thumbs up all the time, and even I get a conversation from people at the gas stations. So it's a great car. I love this car. So a couple other things: new aluminum radiator and a new shroud. I guess the previous owner cut the original shroud to get it back in. I guess that they had to replace the radiator before. The radiator they replaced it was a four row, and it still got hot. So I did a bunch of other things to it, like I did a flush on the cooling system and replaced the thermostat. Thermostat was running really hot. The factory spec calls for 180 degree. The previous owner put in a 195. It was running over 200 degrees, or 210. I think it was 210. It was running up to 220 at times. So it's getting really hot, and sometimes, you know, when I go to fill up with gas, it wouldn't start because the starter just got way too hot. And of course it wouldn't shift right either. It was shifting really hard, and it took too long to shift. So I went ahead and replaced the thermostat, flushed it out. Of course, the radiator was in pretty sad shape. It was just filled with gunk, and no matter how many times I flushed it, it just wouldn't go away. So I went ahead and replaced the radiator, and I wanted to replace the shroud because the shroud was all beat up and torn up, so I replaced the shroud as well. Next thing, I think it's going to be the core support. I noticed it does have some rust around some areas. You can't see it here. If I get under the car, you can see it on the bottom. It's fairly substantial. It's not that bad, but it's enough to give you attention. So I'll be replacing that. I don't know, within the next year, I guess. It's going to take a while. Transmission cooler was also put in to cool it off, and it's no longer running off the engine, so it's running through the front of the radiator. It's hidden, so you can't see it, and the lines are kind of running down in here. You can see. And I think that's pretty much it. It's running really good. I'm gonna also replace the shocks pretty soon. It's got Bilstein shocks on it. I have KYB gas adjust in the back. So the rear suspension has been upgraded quite a bit. And I'll start it up real quick. It's kind of a semi-cold start because I've started up to get it out of this garage. Yeah, I forgot I replaced the pack cable as well. A little longer, so it's like curled around. Replacing it soon in the next year with an OEM style exhaust with a crossover. It sorely needs a crossover. I think the true dual exhaust, it loses a bit of torque